listening to The Brett Davern Show, live daily on Adobe Radio.
It's my favorite day.
It's a good one.
My favorite day of the week. Makes me happy every time.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me happy because the Tool tunes are usually older, and I think that music sucks now for the most part. Well, at least like popular music.
Yeah.
And these are pop songs that are actually like fun.
They're happy.
Make me smile, make me happy to be alive. I feel like every pop song nowadays is like, look what I got, I'm rich, look what you don't have, you can't have me, I'm better than you, like all that stuff. And all the old pop songs are just like, hey, everything's great, life's cool, you know?
Simpler times.
I miss it.
It's the Brett Davern Show. Frogs in my throat. Brought to you by Nice Guy Digital on Adobe Radio and recorded live in rainy North Hollywood, California. On today's episode, international superstar Lily G from the new film Pacific Rim Uprising is in studio with us. And we're playing a new game. Now let's get to the guy who's graduated high school 3 times.
That's me.
Your new best friend.
Yeah.
Brett Davern!
Listen up, everybody. This is our show. Thank you for telling your friends and family about our little program and engaging with us on social media. If you'd like to shout out a friend, shout at us or with us, you can call the show toll-free, 1-888-99-IDOBI. The email for the show is bdsfans@idobe.com, or if you want to join the conversation, you can just text us. Put that address, bdsfans@idobe.com, into your text messaging where you normally enter someone's phone number. Compose your text, press send, and it ends up right on this iPad in front of me. Once again, that address is bdsfans@idobi.com. Also, Tool Tune Thursday. Just a reminder, there's a Tool Tune playlist from the Brett Davern Show on Spotify. There's also an on-air playlist on Spotify. All kinds of things on Spotify. Go to Spotify, search Brett Davern Show, give those playlists a follow, so you can take the music of the Brett Davern Show anywhere you go. All right. Lots of show to get to today. Oh, boy. Sorry about yesterday, everybody. Technical difficulties. The computer was broken. And we opened it up, and the little hamster that lives inside it that runs around on the wheel to keep it going, well, tragically, Snowflake had died.
Oh.
The hamster's name was Snowflake.
Yeah. We got a new one, though.
And, yeah, we got a new one. Little Mocha. Mocha's in there, and he or she is just running his or her little heart out.
Spinning that wheel.
So here we are. We're back. Thanks to Mocha, everybody. All right. Well, yeah, let's say hello to everybody. Hello, Boy Wonder.
Hello, Brett.
Hello, Matadocious.
Hi, Brett.
Hello, Katie LeClaire.
It's National Goof Off Day today, Brett.
Perfect. I feel like I was already doing that. And I do it all the time. That's good. I like it. National Goof Off Day, Goof Around Day, Play Hooky Day. I like it. I think it means all those things.
Yep.
Go for it. All right. Tool Tune Thursday continues. If you're new to the show, or not continues, but starts... Or no, kind of continues. Yeah. We play songs before the show. Yeah, that's a pro tip for everybody out there that likes the Brett Davern Show and listens live every morning at 7 a.m. on Adobe Radio. If you tune in a little bit before the show, there's 3 songs that usually play, and those are us. That's us.
Yep.
That's us bringing the jams. If you're new to the show, what Tool Tunes are Tool Tunes are songs that you love. You know, you rock out to them, and they're fun and nostalgic maybe. But if you're in your car rocking out and you got the windows down, you roll up to a red light, you might roll the windows back up. So it's sort of like a guilty pleasure. We call them Tool tunes because that's what my radio hero, the Adam Carolla Show, calls them. So anyway, this one's Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship, and this song makes me giggle. Turn it up, Katie!
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
IW Radio. You can listen to The Brett Davern Show anytime. Just search for it on your favorite podcast app, but especially the Adobe app for iOS.
The Brett Davern Show is brought to you by Cake Bams. You know those days when you're craving a cupcake or cookie, but you just wish you could magically remove a bunch of the calories? Well, Cake Bams has done just that. They're organic brown rice cakes topped with cupcake and cookie flavors, ranging from my favorite, vegan dark chocolate and sea salt, to yummy strawberry birthday cake. Oh my God, strawberry birthday cake. Hello. All of the flavors are naturally gluten-free. Have your cake and your skinny jeans too. And Brett Davern Show listeners get free shipping plus 10% off of your order. Just go to cakebams.com, enter the promo code BDS, as in Brett Davern Show, at checkout. Go to cakebams.com right now. That's CAKEBAMS.com. Katie, I got an idea for a new game.
Tell me.
All right. Oh, also, I'm reminding everyone, tomorrow is Fan Request Friday on the show.
Right.
We got to start another Spotify playlist, I think. But Fan Request Friday. So make sure you're tweeting in your requests for, songs to be played on the air. All you got to do is you just tweet the artist name, the song name, and then hashtag Fan Request Friday, and we'll find it. Maddie's on the case, and we'll cover you guys and get your songs on there. All right. I got an idea for a new game.
What is it?
Okay, so Katie and I are both actors out here, and we've been on things before. And what happens is, and I think everyone kind of knows this out there, but if you don't know this, if you're on something and it's a union gig, SAG, AFTRA, and you sign the right contract.
That's a big part of it.
Every time they play that thing that you were on, you get a residual. That's what they call it. A residual check.
Yep.
It's money. We call it mailbox money. You get money for just walking to the mailbox and opening it up, and hey, there's an envelope in there, and you get a check for that, Wendy's commercial that you did 10 years ago because they played it again somewhere in the world, and you get a little coin for it. Now, here's the thing. The first time they replay it, you get a pretty decent sized check, and then the more they keep playing it, the less and less the check becomes until it just sort of peters out into, a couple cents here and there. So Katie and I get these checks sometimes, and
And to be clear, it's not all the time.
No, like every once in a while, you'll just open the mailbox and boom, there's an envelope in the mail from SAG. They look like this. Here, I'm holding them up on the YouTube. And I just thought it'd be funny because sometimes they're laughable. They're like 17 cents on a
the
check,
stamp costs
which is
more.
like ridiculous. So I just thought it'd be funny to open them on the air and see what we got, because it's always that thing when you get the envelope in the mailbox where you're like, you take it up to, you take it in the house and you sit down at the kitchen table and you get out and you're like opening it up and you're like, big money, big money, big money, big money, because you never know what it's going to be. So I thought it'd be fun to open it up on the air, but then I thought, what if we involve the listeners in this and make a game out of it?
Oh.
So I want to call it Risiduals Roulette, and here's the way it'll work. You know how every morning I tell people to send in usually if I remember, I tell people to send in an emoji to prove they're listening live?
Right.
Well, whoever is the first one to get that emoji in, so you're going to have to listen live. So if you're listening to the podcast or the YouTube, this isn't going to work. But if you're listening live at 7 a.m. on Adobe Radio and you send in an emoji to the iPad through the text, whatever, and you're the first one in, then that means you've basically already won if we're playing Risidual Roulette that day. So we have to be playing that day. But if we're playing that day, then you've basically already won.
Okay.
But now here's what you're going to win.
What? Tell them what they've won.
If we open up the check and it's less than $20, we'll send you that amount in the mail. The person who won the emoji thing. If it's over $20, well, Katie and I need it if it's over $20. We might even need it if it's under $20, but listen, if it's under $20, so if it's like for
our shows have been off the air for 2 years, people. We haven't worked in 2 years.
Yeah, but if it's like $4.23, then I will send you $4.23.
All right.
So we'll have some fun with it. So if you're listening live and we happen to play this on that day, make sure you send in the emojis and all that. Okay, so Katie, you want to do this?
Wait, what's the emoji for today?
Oh, yeah, we didn't do it. Okay, so right now for the inaugural Risidual Roulette, the emoji should be
money bag.
The money bag. Yeah. So send in the emoji bag. The money bag. The first person to send in the money bag, you're in the running, and then but we'll each open one. So whoever's in second place, you're in too, right?
I like it.
And then if those people don't send us their address or whatever, we'll go on down the list and blah 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 blah. So just send in the money bag as fast as you can.
Text right now.
All right,
let's do it.
And here's the thing, because some people don't have iMessage, right? Because I think that's how you text the iPad directly. If you just email the emoji of the money bag, then I'll check the time codes. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll keep it fair, everybody.
Sure.
So you can email bdsfans@adobe.com as well. Okay. Anyway, I do think though that every single phone out there, you can just put bdsfans@adobe.com into your texting, and it'll come through as an email. Little pro tip for everybody.
Interesting.
All right. So Katie, this one was sent to Katie. I'll take this one. And then this one was sent to me here, Katie. You take that one. And just to show YouTube, just to prove that we're not messing around here. These are not open. They're sealed. No idea what's inside them. And no idea if you're going to win. Oh, let's see. I believe the 4-4. 4-4 is in first. 4-1-3 is in second. You going first?
I'm so excited.
All right. Now, if it's under $20, we're going to tell you the amount. And
We'll tell them the amount.
We'll tell them the amount. Whatever. I don't know. It's not like I'm bragging here. I have no idea what's going to be on it. Now, wait, hold on. We got to say what it's from first.
Okay.
Okay, what's the check from?
This is from the foreign extended use of NCIS Navy.
Oh. NCIS. Yeah, I did one episode of NCIS like 6 years ago.
It's called The Namesake.
Foreign use means they've been playing this overseas somewhere or whatever. I'm probably dubbed in Italian or something, and that's what this check is from. Go ahead, Katie. What do you got? What's the amount?
Total
drum roll.
Dollar amount
does the 4-4 get this?
$2.71.
Boom! The 4-4.
271.
The 4-4 with a big win. $2.71. What's that translate into in English money?
I don't know.
Maybe they just got like $1.50. Maybe
it.
They went down or they might have doubled their money. I'm not sure how it works.
All right.
All right, Katie. Here's yours. I opened Katie's. Here it is. Katie, this residual comes to you for video/DVD use and electronic sell-through use of an episode of The Big Bang Theory.
Which one?
The episode is called The Wiggly Finger Catalyst.
Yeah, that's season 5.
Yeah. So Katie was on one episode of this.
2 episodes.
Well, yeah, but this is for one episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is for one of the episodes of The Big Bang Theory that Katie was on. All right. Who gets this one? Wait, this was the 413. Here we go. The 413, the total is $18.91.
Oh!
They sneaked right in under the gun.
Wow.
Oh. Now, you know what's interesting about that? The 4-4 was first, but gets less money.
I know.
Oh,
It's
less
just
money.
Luck of the draw, eh?
All right. Well, we'll keep track of that. So the 413, you got $18 coming your way. And I guess we're sending, it's going to cost us more in postage to send the money to London
England, yeah.
or whatever, wherever they are in
That's
England. Also, first-time texter, I just want to shout this person out because a first-time texter, I think, into the show this morning from the 3-3, which is France.
Ooh.
I love the international listeners. Good job, everybody. Thanks to everyone who participated. We got a text from the 920 and another 4-4 and 832 and 210. So thanks for everyone for participating in that. That'll be fun. We'll keep that going, and we'll have Maddie make sure to announce in advance when it is a Risidual Roulette day, so you guys can make sure to listen live and get in on it.
That's a fun game.
I think that's fun. I had fun with that. The Big Bang Theory and NCIS
coming through,
paying the Brett Davern Show listeners out there.
So good.
All right, Tool Tune Thursday continues, and then we're going to bring in our guest, Lily G, who's in Pacific Rim Uprising. This movie's going to be huge.
Yeah, it is.
First off, though,
as big as those robots.
This is former American Idol judge and former Laker girl, Paula Abdul, with Straight Up.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
The Brett Davern Show's not only an awesome radio show, but you can watch episodes for free on YouTube. YouTube.com/The Brett Davern Show. Adobe Radio.
Katie, how much do you think it's going to cost me to send $2 and what was it? $2 and what was it? Hold on. Sorry, everybody. I'm flipping through papers. $2.71. How much is it going to cost to send $2.71 to England?
$3.62.
That's silly. Whatever. We'll keep trying to play that. Lily G in studio. Here, let me get this right up to you there. Oh, wait, hold on. But then I have to unmute your microphone. Sorry. There we go.
Morning, guys.
Morning. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh, thank you for having me here today.
Of course, of course. Now, we were talking during the break. So, Pacific Rim Uprising. The first one came out in, 2013? Something like that? 2012? So. Somewhere in there.
13.
And then now this is the second one. And you were at the premiere. What was that, the other night?
Yesterday, actually.
Oh, last night. Oh, yeah. How'd it go?
Oh, it went really well.
Yeah.
First of all, I got to reunited with all the cadets and Steven and John and Scott. And Jules, which is Adria. And everyone was just like, oh my God, it's so great. And all the memories just came back, just like before in Sydney. And then got to see the film the first time.
How long ago did you guys shoot this thing? Because I would imagine in a movie like this with all these effects and all these, all the action and all the craziness, like, does it take a while for something like this to come out, or do they turn it around pretty quick?
Oh, yeah. It actually took 1 year to do post-production.
Yeah.
So we finished last year, April, actually. And then took the whole year to do all the, special effects and this and that, and some reshoots as well. So, yeah. And for the shooting in general, we did half year. We actually did it in a half year.
Wow.
It was really
That is
long,
a long
actually.
time.
Yeah.
And you were saying, too, that when you saw the movie, it's kind of one of those things where you get to see it on screen and it all looks beautiful, and there's the robots and there's the monsters and there's the everything. But on the day when you're actually there shooting, the robot is like a tennis ball or something. So it's got to be fun for you to actually see it all put together.
Or just like the cross, like,
like a piece of tape or something. Yeah.
So we're like staring either like in blue sky, trying to imagine, oh yes, giant kaiju just attacking us over there. And how tall? Whatever, tall. Just doesn't matter. Just imagine. And then turn around. Oh, green screen. Okay, great. And then the tapes. Okay, the kaijus again.
That's so funny. Are there times when, especially if there's more than one person in the scene, where they kind of have to stop and go back and go like, no, you were looking not in the right place, and you were looking at the tape, but you weren't, and because you guys, I mean, nothing's really there, so it's got to be hard to kind of sync that up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially during like a group scene, like everyone's there, and that day, like attack scene, everyone's there, and plus so many other actors, and then explosion and this and that, and different directions, and it was really difficult for sure. And then Nick, our director assistant. He had to do all that direction things like, okay, look at here, guys, this way and that way.
Yeah, and he's telling all the background actors and the extras and everybody. Yeah, God, it's got to be insane to get all that organized. Also, how many different cameras are going at once? Because I know in action movies sometimes they'll be using like 10 cameras to cover one scene.
Oh, wow.
Did you ever notice that?
We had, I think, 2 or 3, or maybe more. Oh my God, horrible me.
Yeah, well, no, I
mean,
you listen. You're too busy looking out for robots and monsters and
exactly right.
Tennis ball monsters on the day.
Exactly.
But yeah, tell us more about your character. How do I? Is it just Meline? How do you pronounce Cadet?
Mei-ling. Yes, Mei-ling.
Yeah. Tell us about this character. Who is this person?
Okay, so Mei-ling's from China for sure. She studied really hard to get in, trained really hard to get in, and apparently she always get like the top score in the cadet school.
Top of her class.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it here? Valedictorian. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what we call that.
Yeah, and then but she's not the nerdy girl. She had to study really hard to go there from China.
Right.
And she's kind of like a tomboy. She's very determined. All the ladies actually in the film are very independent, super powerful. We're all tried our best. So
nice.
Very like girl power thing.
Yeah. Ladies kicking butt.
Yes, absolutely.
I like it. Alongside Scott Eastwood.
Oh yeah,
it's got to be tough to go to work every day with that guy, right? Trying
to focus on my job.
I was gonna say, I would never be able to stop looking at that jawline. Never.
No, I kind of like, okay, I have to turn around.
Yeah, it's funny. One of the first jobs I ever did in LA. Because the first film I ever did was in New York. I lived in New York. I did a film in New York, and then came out to LA. And the first thing I did out here was this little like 1-day role in a little indie movie, and we played these like scuzzy kids from like I don't know, like just low rent kind of thievery kind of kids. This little group of friends, and Scott was in the movie. So he was like one of the he here in LA, and he was one of the first people I ever met in LA. So it's just funny.
What was the name of it?
It's called Player 5150.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw the other one like a long time ago when I was doing research. It was something distance, like you play this cowboy or something.
Right.
He's a really great, nice guy. Like we had a great time together and stuff. And we were filming this like I said, this like tiny little movie, and we were filming at a golf course down in like Palos Verdes or something. And we're just hanging out. I had no idea he. Well, if you don't know, he's Clint Eastwood's son in real life. But I didn't know. I just thought it was this guy Scott, another actor. We're hanging out, whatever. And we're on this golf course, and I was like, man, this golf course is really nice. He's like, yeah, no, my dad's put a lot of like time and energy into it. And I was like, wait, what? And he's like, oh, my dad like part owner of the course or whatever. I was like, wait, what? Like this whole thing was just kind of funny. But a really, good dude. And Pacific Rim Uprising, great cast.
Yeah,
as
amazing.
Well.
Yeah, like just so lucky we have multicultural background cast around the world, and also like the crew members too.
Right.
And it's just really fun to work with everyone, and privileged to have that. A group of people like that. It's just great.
Yeah, totally. Well, Pacific Rim Uprising comes out March 23rd everywhere, right?
Yeah, actually in China it's like today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
it comes out early.
Slightly ahead.
Oh,
the
really?
time zone is like slightly ahead. So.
Oh, sure.
Right.
15.
So tomorrow.
Of course. Yeah. They're living in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, anyway, it comes out on the 23rd. It's going to be huge. This movie, I mean, come on. If you didn't see the first one, you got to check this one out, or just check out the trailer for this thing. I mean, there's just giant robots throwing monsters all over the place. What's not to love? It looks incredible.
Eat some popcorn and enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Kick back. Also, pro tip, get them to put a little butter in the middle of the popcorn, too, at the theater. They put half the popcorn in, then a little butter, then the rest of the popcorn. Pro tip for everybody out there. Tool Tune Thursday continues. We'll get into much, much more with Lily on the other side of you guys listening to... This is one of my favorite songs. I would leave the windows down if this came on.
Yeah.
Oh, Mariah Carey... Jay-Z. What's not to love?
You were jamming to this morning.
Yeah, it's your boy. Yeah, this is Heartbreaker. Mariah Carey featuring Hova.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
Listening to The Brett Davern Show with that other guy from that one show on MTV. Yeah, you know, Brett Davern on Adobe Radio.
I like that Jay-Z tells us, that's a wrap, right at the end of the song. He's like, I'm out. I love that. Lily.
Yes.
Okay. Now, without giving anything away about the movie, because we don't want to do any spoilers or anything like that, but, like, what was your favorite scene to shoot, or a scene... I don't even know if it would be your favorite, but a scene that you're just really kind of excited for the audience to see you in Pacific Rim Uprising?
Well, in that case, definitely our first scene. It's like, I think you guys already seen it. Yeah, like in a trailer. So yeah, it's fine for me to actually say it.
I don't want to get you in trouble. No. We have to be careful.
It's just the first scene. Like, it's the introduction for all the cadets. In our school.
We get to meet all them at the
at
school.
Yeah. Obviously, there's like big cast and that, and, you know, stuff we did. We shot. Now, maybe not in the scene anymore, but it's okay. Like, it's the first thing to introduce us,
right?
And, because we're really bonded. So yeah, that's something I really
see. That's the thing about shooting a movie. I'm always trying to explain to everybody, or a TV show, or anything that you shoot, is it's, for me. I describe it as like going to summer camp. It's like, you don't know these people. You're all kind of coming from a bunch of different places. Everyone lives in other locations and around the world and whatever. But you're all coming to make this to achieve this common goal of making this project. Yeah. And so you work so hard, and you're so close with everybody, and not just the cast, but the crew as well, and the director and the prop guys and girls and, you know, everybody. And then when it's over, you all kind of go back home. You go your separate ways again. Yeah. But then you get to come together at the premiere and stuff and see each other, and that's got to be cool. So that's kind of what you're saying, like the whole cast is bonded so tightly together, huh?
Yeah, especially our cadets would basically train every day during that half year just to get the body in shape.
Sure.
So I feel like it's the way to live in the character too. Like, you know, like the real military.
Sure.
They supposed to train every day.
Yeah.
They live together. They go out, eat, and maybe even watch films together.
Yeah.
And all that. So we basically lived in the life like, you know, real military. So it's just really great.
Well, it helps you stay true to the character, and absolutely. Eastwood's got to keep those abs too. I mean, come on, he's got to keep those on point. You know,
he was doing like so much like activities on Bondi Beach, and, you know, running around. I saw all the photos.
Oh yeah, yeah. Old Eastwood taking the shirt off, going for a little jog. I know
surfing.
That guy. Hey, listen, he's got plenty of more BMW commercials to be in and stuff. You know, you gotta. You know, that jawline's not going to maintain itself. You got to keep going for it. Let's talk a little bit about, so you're from China.
Yes.
And I'm not going to try to say the city that you're from because I don't want to mess it up. So you go for it.
Okay, I'm from Yunnan province. Yunnan.
I know, I tried to put the H in there.
Yun.
It's like a Y-U-A-N, Yunnan.
I'm just not even going to try. I'm not good at that. But anyway, I love traveling. And I haven't been to China yet. I've been to Japan, but I haven't been to China yet. You're going back today, right?
Back to Beijing, though.
Oh, okay.
My hometown.
Well, we were talking about that. So if I was going to go to China, though, for the first time, where should I go?
Of course, my hometown, Yunnan.
Right, of course. Of course. What's silly me? Why? What's so unique or I mean, obviously it's special. It's where you're from, but like, what is it really about it though?
So Yunnan province has the most minority groups in China in general.
Okay.
You can just discover all different cultural stuff in one province.
Oh, okay.
So
wow.
amazing. And they have different costumes too, and different food and language. Well, I should say dialects, actually.
Right.
It's just really fun to explore, and beautiful natural views and mountains and this and that. And food. It's just so amazing. I'm a big food lover.
I'm a huge fan of like all these food travel shows and things, and they're always in China, and it's definitely a place I have to get to.
Yeah, and also like we have like very fresh stuff to make, so it's not like a Sichuan. Oh, it's actually pretty close to Sichuan, by the way. So we have the spicy food, the spicy taste, but it's not like oily spicy food. It's like very fresh chili.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing. It's like, I think, traveling to China seems a bit overwhelming at times because there's so many different little regions and pockets and provinces and cities with completely their own thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And so no one's ever going to be able to cover it in one trip unless you're gone for years, probably.
Well, even me,
But,
I live there. It's still provinces or cities I haven't been. It's like a big, big place to explore for sure.
Right.
Multiple trips.
Well, if I come over there, you got to show me around.
For sure.
Yeah, help me out. Take
And
me to all the
Beijing,
good
too.
spots. Yeah,
Let's
okay.
do a hike on the Great Wall.
Okay. In. Let's go. Put me in your suitcase. You're leaving today, right?
Yes.
All right,
let's
we're going to
do
have to
that.
throw everything in your suitcase out. I'm going to get as small as I can and try to get in there and go with you. Yeah, Katie, questions? Got things? Anything? What do you got?
What's the dish when we get to Wing?
Yunnan.
I know, I can't do it. I want to put in a W or an H, but it's not. It's a...
How do you spell it?
Yuan Nan.
Yunnan. Yunnan.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ah,
okay.
okay.
All right.
And Kunming is the city.
Do you fly directly into where? Where do we fly to? Where do I type
to
in on
Kunming.
the internet?
So Kunming.
Uh-huh.
That's the capital city.
I'm doing it, Katie. I'm putting it in.
I love it.
I'm checking airfare. But
Okay,
back
with
to Katie's
food.
question, though. When I go there, what is the quintessential
What's the
meal
dish?
or dish
So
that I
the
need to
famous
order?
one, the first one, definitely the cross-bridge rice noodles.
Crossbridge rice noodles?
Yes.
Okay.
And even there's like a story behind it. It's really interesting to check it out.
What is it? What's
Okay,
the
so
what's the
basically
story?
the story was like this guy who wanted to do this. So you have to do exams
Uh-huh.
to be the governor back in the days.
Okay.
So he was studying really hard, like far away from his place. So his wife used this bowl and with very hot soup and also like a very thick layer of oil on top of it to keep the warmth and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she had to cross the bridge to the place he normally stays in to study.
Mm-hmm.
So and eventually he got it and became like really successful governor. And people just was talking about like the noodles. She sent it to him every day, so they named it afterwards. Like because of that
Crossing the bridge
noodles.
Right.
He got it like with love and all that.
Right,
so,
right.
That's the
That's
story
great.
behind it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and also another one, Thai food actually. It's actually really similar to Thai. That's why sometimes I mispronounced it. And even the flavor, like sour and chili, spicy.
Yeah.
So that one is really good.
I feel
too.
like we're experiencing this renaissance right now in like food culture and time, especially in America right now, maybe all over the world, where like people are, because the world's getting so much smaller with the internet and with social media and with everything, is that everyone's getting introduced to all these things that, I mean, I didn't grow up with, like even thinking about like sour food as being delicious,
so good.
you know, because sour is seen as like, ew, it makes your face pucker or whatever. But now it's like everyone's being introduced to it, and the more you eat, the more you get used to it, the more you appreciate it. And I'm loving like the sour mixed with the spicy and the sweet and the whatever.
balance.
That's the thing. Yeah. Anyway, this is making me really want to go. All right. I don't know. I'll get there one day, someday, hopefully.
Just
and
let me know.
And you were saying it's southwest China too, right?
Yeah, southwest, pretty close to Sichuan province.
Right. All right. I'm going to go.
Yay.
Let's go over there. Let's go see Lily. I smell a live Brett Davern show.
Ooh.
Live from China.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Actually, we have a listener in China.
I think she's
Not
in
in
Beijing.
China.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
maybe Beijing. Yeah,
for
we
sure.
get emailed every once in a while.
Annie.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, anyway, if you're listening over there, hit us up. Lily, last thing to do with you here.
Okay.
I have 2 note cards.
Oh.
Okay? We do this with all of our guests. They each contain a different line of questioning. But you determine which line of questioning I ask you because I'm going to put them behind my back and mix them up a bit.
Okay.
And then you
Pressure's
tell me
on.
right or left.
Left.
8 questions.
Oh, God.
8
Okay.
8 burning questions with Lily G. Now, they start out kind of easy and then they get intense, okay? So prepare yourself. This is
Okay.
going to be just like basic training.
All right.
Except I think basic training starts out hard and then just stays hard probably, but anyway. All right. Question number 1. What is your most used emoji?
LOL.
It's not an emoji, but we'll accept it. Number 2. Did you ever have an AOL Instant Messenger, and if so, what was your screen name? I don't know if they had that in China. Do you have AOL over there? No?
No. What's
Nah.
that?
Forget it. It's like it's an old thing from back. They actually did away with it. It's not even around anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that
Yeah.
right? It was
Yeah.
like AOL was like instant messaging before everybody had cell phones, and
So
everyone
like
had
pre-texting.
everyone had stupid nicknames. Like everyone was like,
What was yours?
mine was Snowboard Kid 8. You know, like we all thought we were cool. Katie's was Knocking Boots.
It was toes and socks.
Oh, Toes and Socks. Whatever.
Cute.
It had something to do with. Anyway, whatever. Anyway,
Get to try.
moving on from
Okay.
that. Number 3, who is your celebrity crush other than Scott Eastwood?
George Clooney.
Nice.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Clooney.
Strong
That was my,
choice.
silver
He should
fox.
just be everyone's celebrity
Fox.
crush from now until the end of time. I'm telling you.
It's true.
I mean, can you go wrong? Villa in Italy, you know, super good looking dude.
Charitable.
Nobody wears a suit like that guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
With a tie or without, it
So
doesn't
hot.
matter. Yeah. Number 4, what is your favorite candy bar?
Candy bar. Oh, gonna disappoint you because I don't normally eat candy nowadays.
No?
No.
No candy?
No.
The drill sergeant took it all away. First day Pacific
know,
Rim
right?
Uprising. They're like,
It's just me personally. 'Cause-
just slapping it out of your hand. No more candy bars, cadet.
no.
What's your favorite sweet then? Do you like sweets at all?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness.
Not even like the mango soup at the end of the meal?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Oh, so
I
good.
know, but
Lily,
no.
next time you're in LA, you got to be here for longer than 3 days, and we're taking you
sure.
out. We're going to go
Please
hit all the
do.
sweet
Yeah.
spots.
All the great places.
Let's do it. This was your first time in the United States, right?
Yes, actually.
Oh my
yeah.
God. What do you think of it so far?
I love it. It's
Yeah?
just like Sydney, like
Yeah.
very multicultural and
Sure,
great
yeah.
food around too, like very different food around. So.
Yeah. Oh, especially in LA too. I mean,
Yeah.
you picked a good city to be your
Yay.
first. Number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Finish this sentence. Something I need to improve upon is.
My abs.
Oh.
Uh-oh, Scott Eastwood rubbing off on her. Oh boy, that guy. He's got some sick abs, I bet.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And for ladies, it's always very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
because we have like a higher like body fat definitely.
Nah,
Anyway.
just do what I do. Avoid the sit-ups and eat some tacos. Call it a life.
All right.
Yeah. Number 6. What is your spirit animal and why?
I think it's panther.
Oh, a panther.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We haven't got that answer yet. That's a good answer.
That is.
Because I
like
remember
it.
when I was doing acting back in Australia, that's why I was doing Panther.
It's amazing.
I remember like we had to choose our animals, And I was like, oh my god, what is my animal then? I don't want to do cliche dragon, like a dragon lady.
Sure.
Too cliche. And I asked my acting teacher, and he's like, I think panther.
Yeah.
Panther is your animal.
I like that. Smooth.
Yeah.
Stealthy.
And strong.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
totally. Definitely
Yeah.
strong. Yeah.
And yeah.
I like the way you say panther, like an Australian.
Panther.
Panther.
Just don't
It's a
pronounce
right
the R.
proper panther. All right. Number. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other Australian like slang, and I don't know.
G'day, mate.
Get your
How's it
Vegemite.
going?
Vegemite.
Today's Melbourne Toast Day.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
toast day, yeah.
speaking of
It is
foods,
actually. I
speaking
didn't
of
pick it,
foods,
but it is.
though, Lily,
Wait, no, I went British.
Lily, did you get into Vegemite when you lived in Australia? Went to school in Australia?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Right?
That's the
So
one thing
gross.
I can't do it. Oh god, it's
They all
salty.
swear by it, and
Ugh.
no, thank you.
gross.
Salty,
No.
bitter. Bleh.
Oh no.
Right, put some Vegemite with some butter, toast. Right,
Oh,
right, proper.
can't do it.
Now I'm sliding into British as well. I think
It's easy to do.
all my accents are
yeah,
terrible.
British accent is pretty easy to do actually. Yeah.
Whoa! How many different accents do you do?
Including very typical Chinese for.
Do you speak? How many languages do you speak?
Well, English, Mandarin,
Uh-huh.
a little bit of Cantonese,
Right.
learning German at the moment
Wow.
for my new project.
Ooh.
It's very
Ooh.
basic though.
Can you tell
But,
us what the project is? Is it a
it's a-
secret?
For now, yes.
Okay, yeah. Don't
but
tell us.
But it's a comedy.
Oh yeah.
So finally got to showcase my
Ooh.
talent in comedy.
No.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna say ich liebe dich, LA.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love you.
Yes.
Yeah. Ich liebe dich, right? Liebe dich.
Ich liebe dich.
Is it with it? Yeah.
Something
Anyway,
like that.
I got it. Ready? Goyole.
is that Chinese? Wait,
Almost.
what is that? German?
Goyole?
Chinese?
No?
No.
Wrong?
No.
Oh.
What's that?
Epic fail. Epic fail.
Goyole. No,
replay
right?
Run the replay.
Oh, shit.
Epic
Oh, you tried to say.
fail.
I love you.
Oh, in Chinese.
Yeah.
Mandarin.
Yeah.
我爱你.
Yeah,
Oh.
way off. Samsonite.
Who told me that? They're lying to me.
They probably, that's the thing. Like, all these, like, in America, like, we all, all these dudes think they're cool by getting, like, Chinese characters and stuff as tattoos, and then it's always, like, the wrong thing.
And it says
We're always
tourist.
like, or like this really weird thing. We were like, what?
Yeah, you're
is
like, that's
that?
not even
Why
close
did
to being
you
right.
choose that?
I think
so
that
funny.
that happened to you in language form, Katie.
It did.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Somebody duped you on that one. That's funny. The thing about China, too, it's like, not only, like you were saying, it's like, even when you say, like, do you speak Chinese? It's like, well, but which dialect?
Cantonese,
And there's so many
Mandarin,
different
Yeah.
things. Like, here in America, it's just different accents, really. It's all English. It's just, some people talk like this, and then other people talk
yeah.
normal. But in China, it's like you have to actually learn a different language in various different
Almost
parts
like
of the
different
right.
languages. 'Cause
Yeah.
the accent, or we call it dialects,
Right.
is so different.
Right.
Everyone just like each one sound is so different. And
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And some places like maybe. Oh God, my brain's not working at the moment.
It's too early.
Zhejiang, actually, oh God, finally came back. Actually made Mei-Ling originally in a script, and we actually shot it. She actually has this line from Zhejiang, Wenzhou. It's close to Shanghai. That area, oh my God, I couldn't understand a word.
Really?
It's a new, different language
Wow.
for sure.
Huh. It's like the Alabama of China. I can't understand a thing they say in Alabama.
Or Scotland.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Wait, where were we? Oh, question number 7. Oh, we got off the list a little bit. Oh, okay. Question number 7. Now, Lily, forgive me. I'm only gonna rattle off this list once, and I'll set it up for you.
Okay.
We used to, in the beginning of the show, I ask everybody the same question. But in the beginning of the show, we had a lot of male guests. So, like, if Scott Eastwood was here, I'd say, like, hey, man, you wear boxers or briefs. You know what I mean? We're talking underwear. But then we got the ladies on the show, and I can't say boxers or briefs. So I have to do it like this. I had to look up every single kind of ladies' underwear. Here we go. Lily, do you prefer wearing
Oh.
Boy shorts, granny panties, pantaloons, bloomers, high-waisted retros, hipsters, Spanx, shorties, bikinis, cheekies, cheekinis, V-strings, G-strings, thongs, or just go commando.
Oh my God. So many words I even never heard.
Me either, by the way.
Oh, wow.
You can just pick one of them out and go with it. We won't hold you to it.
Oh, I love grannies. No. Just the word sounds fun.
It's a fun word. Yeah. That's why that one's in there. Granny panties is fun to say.
So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Though I'm not really wearing that. Though I don't normally wear that. I'm not going to tell you, but, well, for the sake of later on, maybe Victoria's Secret later on will come to me. Okay, G-string then.
Number 8. The most important question of them all. We've come to the end. Question number 8 is the most important question. I ask people this question, even just out there in life when I first meet them, because I think that even though it's a simple question and possibly a simple answer, I think that it cuts right to the core and tells me exactly everything that I need to know about you as a person.
Oh, God.
I know.
I'm nervous now.
I know. Question number 8.
Okay.
For Lily, and don't forget, everybody, March 23rd, which is tomorrow, if you're listening today, Pacific Rim Uprising. Check it out everywhere. Monsters, robots, explosions, action, monsters carrying like flaming swords and electric whips and all kinds of... I mean, what more do you need, really?
And Chinese cadet mailing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
What more could you want? And possibly a shirtless Scott Eastwood. I'm going to say he's probably shirtless in there somewhere.
I think you have a crush.
Are you kidding?
I'll tell him for
I'm
you.
trying to make that perfectly clear. Is that not clear?
Okay.
Very clear.
Okay. The question. What is your favorite fruit?
Hot pot.
That's a wrap, everybody, on another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Thank you for listening live on Adobe Radio, subscribing on YouTube, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you like what you heard, just tell a friend.
Tell them.
Say goodbye, Producer Katie.
Goodbye. Producer
Katie is on Twitter and Instagram at Katie LeClaire. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDAVV. You can also follow the show on any social media, including Facebook, at Brett Davern Show. Today's guest, Lily G, can be found on Twitter at G_Lily, and it's spelled JI_LILY. Also, Instagram?
Yes, Instagram.
What's your Instagram handle?
I think it's LilyG_official.
There you go. And any other social medias? Because there's a social media in China.
In China, Weibo. Just type my name, Jili.
There you go. Check that out as well. Be sure to keep it locked on Adobe Radio all day for great news and... wait, what? Great news? What did I write? Oh. Who put a question mark in the prompter? It's an Anchorman reference. All right. Be sure to keep it locked to Adobe Radio all day for great music and shows. Today, We Sam's World. Later in the day. That's a Nice Guy Digital show. Also, the ladies of For Real, though, are back. You don't want to miss it. And then also, Gone Fish Kim is on later as well.
Love him.
Check that out. Once again, for Katie and Boy Wonder and Matadocious and Lily and everybody texting in. We got a lot of text today. 44, the 33 again, another 44, 920. 832-210-816. Somebody taking exception to my southern accent. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'm Brett, and I'm reminding all of you to be kind and take care of each other.
Thank you, guys.
Unless you're one of those monsters, and then we're going to send a robot after you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was our show. Good night. Scott's jawline.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show today. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow on Adobe Radio Live, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.